Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill, and today we are going to play with KV-4 KTTS. The main reason why we are playing with this tank because I noticed that Wargaming is selling this vehicle, and I must admit it's far away from being the best tank in the world of tanks. Although, the weirdest thing for me is that looks like Wargaming strategy is changing over there, and they are selling the cheaper packages. Do you remember the times whenever Wargaming was selling the Tier 10 Deluxe package or Supreme package or however you would call this, whenever it was 100 euros? Now they lowered the level a bit and they are selling or they are trying to sell it cheaper. All in all, the base price is 30 euros, which is not too horrible considering that the tank is far away from being the worst tank in the world of tanks. Quickly, I rated this tank average. Looks like community agrees with me, although we have only 26 votes, because I would say the tank isn't the most popular tank in the world of tanks. If you want to vote for a tank yourself or to say how do you feel about the vehicle, log in via Wargaming API and you can rate the tanks with which you have 50 games plus. Now, where the armor goes of this vehicle, it's far away from being ideal in the open ground, that's for sure. 175 lower plate, it's easy to penetrate, but what is the selling point of this vehicle is side scrapping. Whenever you are side scrapping, it's not so simple to penetrate this vehicle, that's for sure. Also, quick highlight that we have a new set of drops today. Pretty much every and each World of Tanks channel has new drops, which starts from 6 p.m. Lithuanian time, night, and you are getting consumables plus extra rations, which is all the time nice and expected. If you want to farm them, feel free to log in. And in the same time, thank you very much for every and each of you who made the decision to join the Patreon. I appreciate you. Looks like we have over 40 members already, which is very, very, very nice. And what that does, that pretty much blocks the ads in the index page, and you are not seeing the pesky ads in the index. And this is how index is surviving to the certain extent, right? So that's absolutely glorious and absolutely amazing. Thank you very much, fellas. I appreciate you. And I know exactly what will happen next week where the index page goes. I have seen how the things are progressing with a mod pack as well, which is absolutely glorious. First half of the year mod pack is going to be released for public, and I can promise you that it is going to be absolutely glorious and absolutely amazing. Anyways, very first game. Oh, this is a fine matchmaking. Studzianki standard battle. Okay. So, what do we have? We are top tier mother truckers. We can try to go into the heavy line and we can try to show a bit of the dominance. Matchmaking wise, 3 light tanks is all the time on the question mark for me, but hey, it definitely could be significantly worse. Also, I have 2 builds, one for open map, one for close map. I don't really think that I need the view range. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go with a view range build. Why the heck not? Why the heck not? We have 4 light tanks, so those pesky mother truckers are going to be annoying to hunt, right? So, our idea is very, very simple. At this point, we are heading towards the heavy line. We are going to take the corner and we are going to enjoy our experience, right? That's what we are trying to do. That was a bad aim, but luckily RNG is on our side and we lit the Chinese Bulldog on fire, which is very much appreciated. Thank you very much. Now, where the gun goes. The gun is 360 alpha damage, 227 millimeters of penetration and 1000 shell velocity. If you are loading gold, which by the way is the right ammunition to use on this tank, it is 290 millimeters of penetration, which is insane, and 1300 shell velocity, which is absolutely glorious as well. I just simply think that it needs to be highlighted. Now, if you are trying to compare the tanks like, let's say, this vehicle against the XM57, right? This tank is substantially worse than XM57, okay? I really need to highlight that, and I need to say that straight into the face, that don't expect to slap the living crap out of XMs, because they are going to outtrade you like there is no tomorrow. But hey, that's what we have, and once again, this is not the top tank in the field. It can work in the certain situations, whenever you are finding the corner, whenever you are seeing the enemies are silly enough to peek sideways, or not only sideways frontally against you, yeah, hip hip hooray, everything is completely fine. But if you will meet the XM, you know, and you will try to trade 360 versus, you know, 650, yeah, this is far away from being ideal. Cheers. Good, very, very good. Ooh, good coffee. Okay, so I don't see myself making a hardcore pressure here. I just do not see myself getting involved against the XM57 or... I mean, Conceiver, I do not mind. T34, I do not mind, but I am truly afraid and paranoid about that XM57. I just simply do not really think that we can get involved to this huge level over there. Meanwhile, Chinese Bulldog, I mean, this poor soul is just going through the open field and he is having the best time ever. I mean, look at him. Look at this gentleman. He's just saying prrr, and he's going for it. Bad frame from my side. I need to get used for the shell velocity, which I definitely will. It's a matter of the time. Beautiful. Good penetration over there. This is exactly what we are looking for, and this is exactly what we need. A lot of sniper schnitzels in this area. We can clearly see that, and the score doesn't look the finest. What would you say? The score definitely doesn't look the finest. Are we going to complain about this? Absolutely not. Are we going to cry about this? Definitely not, fellas. We are just going to be smart, we are going to play well, and we will try to do everything what is in our power in order to get some use here. I definitely can tell that nowadays World of Tanks is very much a simulator to one side. I believe you have seen that yourself. I am not even bothering to cry about that, right? I am not even bothering to cry about that, fellas. I am just trying to get the best out of it, and I am trying to enjoy the moment. Let's put that in this way. Meanwhile, we have Mr. Type 59 making a bit of pressure here. It doesn't bother me by any shape or any form, and we are feeling kind of alright. We are trying to aim for his cupola, which is a challenge on its own, but we are going to be just fine, right? With a proper aiming, we should be okay. Good, good, good. He's aiming for my lower plate. At least this is how it looks like. And it doesn't bother me, it doesn't change absolutely anything, and all we need to do, we need to make sure that our aim is going to be proper. So as you can see, we can hit our shots and we can be successful here, and this is what we are trying to do. The score is 2-9. Once again, welcome to the World of Tanks in 2025. You should be used for this already, just saying, and if you are not, well, you have plenty of the time to get used for this, fellas, because I don't really think the things will get any better unless Wargaming would rework the matchmaking, right? And this is good luck with that, right? Good luck with that. Meanwhile, yeah, this Forest Spirit should be able to eliminate me from the game. But once again, for what this tank is created for, right, we have had extremely good game, right? Once again, please take a look into the team and you will see that we are probably top by the damage and top by experience, right? That's World of Tanks. Let's see the score. Oh, would you look at that? 3,300 damage, 3 kills, defeat, obviously. But like I said, oh my bananas, yeah, that's World of Tanks, fellas. We are top by experience, top by the damage. We pretty much tripled the damage of the second guy after us. So yeah, that is World of Tanks, fellas. Some teams are stronger, some teams are weaker. And unfortunately, in this type of situation, we lost the lottery, right? Oh, would you look at this Ruinberg standard battle. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we are booming and we are having the best time ever. Look into this matchmaking, tier 6s. This should be very, very nice. So undoubtedly we are going with a hardening setup, and we will try to make quite a bit of pressure here in the city. This is our goal, this is our plan, and that's what we want to do. So all in all, I would say it's quite simple. We want to make pressure somewhere around this area, and hopefully we will find some clueless tier 6 tank trying to get involved. If we are going to find this, we are going to have the best time ever. Obviously, Artas are going to be annoying. Tell me the time whenever Artas are not annoying, right? That's a bit different, different question. They're all the time annoying, no matter what is the matchmaking and no matter what is the map. But we are okay. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We caught the Mr. Excalibur making a silly goose mistake and we slapped him in the face. Now, ooh, E75TS. You greedy, greedy, greedy mother trucker. I see what you are doing here. How are you? Tier 6 sitting over there as well. I do not really mind this situation, fellas. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, believe me or not, I do not mind this situation, because what we know that CDT or Arlo 44, however you would call the vehicle, he is going to make quite a bit of pressure here in a second, and whenever he will, we are slapping him in the face. We know that E75TS is most likely joining this side, but in the same time I need to be afraid and paranoid of the Kari, which is once again completely understandable, right? Huh. Very interesting. Hello. We are saying hello for this tier 6. We are feeling alright. We should be able to slap him once again. Please pay attention into the gun. The gun of this tank isn't the worst. And once again, I truly do not look into this tank as the worst tank in the world of tanks. And I would never say, oh fellas, having this tank, it is waste of everything. You know, it's a garage slot sitting in the garage. No, I don't really think it is the case, fellas. Especially whenever you have matchmakings like this, then you can actually have pretty decent time as well. Speaking about the decent time, we have a Starva Sniper Schnitzel from over there. We are slapping him in the face. Yes, I pay attention at this Yuto who is making a hardcore pressure towards us, and if he is going to be peeking, he is going to take one for the team. I believe he is trying to side scrap. I love side scrapping tier 7s, that's okay. I know I misaimed my shot. I am feeling completely alright with that. We do not need to complain about this. And slowly but surely I am trying to escape from here. E75TS is down to fartable or down to one-shotable, however you would call this, and I would definitely love to eliminate him from the game, but in the same time I am very, very well aware of the Kari sniping from the back and Shrek sitting somewhere around this area, right? So what we want to do, we want to first of all figure out maybe we can slap those guys first, right? That would be absolutely glorious and absolutely amazing. So do we have Mr. Shrek sitting over there? It doesn't feel like it, fellas. It definitely doesn't feel like Shrek is sitting here. Okay, how about this Kari? If I'm spotted here, he's still sitting in this position. I am not spotted. Okay, that's great. So what do we want to do in this situation? We want to find a decent enough angle to say hello for the Mr. Kari or for the E75TS, right? That's what we want to do. Okay, Shrek is still sitting here. Mother trucker, who asked you to? Smart, smart, smart mother trucker, fellas. Okay, we cannot side scrap here around the corner. Unfortunately, we simply cannot do that. All we could do in this situation is try to eliminate this E75TS, and that would be absolutely glorious, right? We can see his cupola. Unfortunately, we bounced that one, but that's completely alright. 1 second left. We are going to go for another shot, just like so. He's eliminated, and now we are playing the risky game against the Kari. Kari is one of the stronger, at least in my opinion, Kari is one of the stronger tier 8 premium tanks or tank destroyers, however you would call him, right? And that is a very powerful beast, but we do not really care about him that much. What we are doing, we are trying to eliminate Mr. Shrek. Even though if this Mr. Shrek would punish us, we do not really care about that too much. We are feeling quite alright. and we are just simply trying to work this mother trucker out sitting over there. He punished us. That sucks. It is painful, but in the same time, I do not really think it is making that big of the difference, to be fair with you. We are aiming for a nice angle. Unfortunately, I missed the shot. It's okay. Doesn't really matter. And we are sitting on the great score already. Obviously, you know, alpha damage, mobility, and even a bit of armor of the KV is definitely a problem for us to deal with. How we could get some more use? This is the question. How we could get some more use, fellas? Okay, I do not really think that KV crossed like this. I think he is about to peek in this area, okay? I am wrong. Oh, I'm so wrong. He actually crossed. Okay, he outplayed me fair and square. Not much what I can change about this. If we would compare the two tanks, let's say KV-4, KTTS, and KV, which is the most powerful beast, well, KV is rated epic in the index page, and this tank is rated 3 stars, which is average, right? So I believe I do not need to say that, oh man, we got outplayed with the best tank out there now. It's not the case, fellas. We need to be humble and we need to accept that. Anyways, 3.4 thousand damage, 500 assisting damage, second class, high caliber. We played well, but once again, unfortunately, we are not winning the game. Enemy team was stronger, good for them, and we got 73,000 profits overall, right? Not bad. So far, after 2 games, we won nothing, but we are playing for a very decent score ourselves. Let's keep it up and maybe we can win at least 1 game. What do you think about that? Aha, tier 9 matchmaking over there. It's okay, it could be always worse. We could always play against the tier 10s and that would be, let's say, pretty difficult, right? Tier 9s is manageable and we should be okay. So, what are we doing? We are going into the city, right? Simple as this, nothing too crazy, nothing unusual. City we go. City we go, fellas. I do not even consider, or I do not even think about playing in 1-2 line. I just simply think it is not worth it, considering that our base is over there, right? It is just simply not worth it. Also, very important thing, what I really want to highlight overall about our activities, what we are doing, we are starting to re-rate the tanks. It is about the time. So today, we will be working pretty hard on the tier 10 re-ratings. I believe we are going to have the re-rating requests, so we can get some channel points out of the market, sinking resources as Wargaming does. I learned a lesson or two from World of Tanks, fellas, and we are going to be re-rating tanks. So in the near future, you can expect on the extra channel best of re-rating tanks. So whenever we are going to deal with all of the vehicles, we are going to be, I believe we are going to craft some good games, right? So you can expect that on the extra channel, a bit of the variety. Let's put that in this way. Okay. Not exactly what I am looking for, but that's what we have at the moment. I do not really want to make too much of the pressure myself because I just simply think it is not really worth it. But what we can do, or what we can attempt, we can try to beat the living crap out of every and each mother trucker sitting in this area, right? I do not want to make too much pressure on myself because I just simply think it is not really worth it, right? But we can always see enemies trying to get involved and trying to make tiny touch of pressure. Like I mentioned it before, this gun is actually alright. The alpha damage obviously is kind of debatable and kind of questionable, but other than that, the tank, I would say, is solid. Beautiful, we are just punishing the enemies for making silly goose decisions. We have already 1000 damage and we are feeling pretty alright. Whenever, I can tell you one thing, fellas, whenever I am playing with, let's say, not so strong tank, my expectations for a vehicle are not the highest. So for example, if I would be playing if I'm playing with this tank and I get 3000, I'm saying, yeah, 3000, that's fine. If I would be playing with, let's say, Skoda T56 or something else what is very, very, very good, I would say, yeah, 3000 definitely could be better result, right? And I believe I am not alone who has this type of attitude for meta tanks compared with not so meta tanks, right? But that is only me. Anyways, speaking about the free damage, thank you very much. I will take 360 from the XM. Thank you. I appreciate you. Very, 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 very nice. Now, what I am hoping that this Mr. XM will keep making pressure here. I do not really want to pick against him because I just simply do not think that it is the greatest play for us, right? And in the end of the day, we want to be smart. We want to be punishing enemies instead of getting punished ourselves, right? I would say it is definitely important thing to highlight. XM is making pressure here, that's good. Another beautiful penetration to the Mr. XM, very, very nice. And I love when enemies are impatient. I love whenever they are saying, yeah, I need to make pressure, and I'm, yeah, please make pressure, please do. Yes, I appreciate you, very, very nice. Beautiful pressure, my man, excellent play. Now, we are going to get involved ourselves. We know that Leo is sitting somewhere in this area, right? We are very, very well aware of that, and hopefully we can catch him off guard. As you can see, Leo definitely relocated from this area. That's okay, and we can try to make tiny touch more pressure here up front. We could see the tree falling here. We are aware of that. We do not need to panic. We get it. Most likely Gusor is sitting here in the back. Actually, it's not Gusor, it's Mr. Udes. Well, that sounds like Udes' problem. Oh, Mr. Cow waiting around the corner. Fellas, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I do not know how about you, but I have a feeling that Cow said, yes, please make a mistake. Yes, please go in front. Yes, this is what I like. This is what I try for. This is what I think, this is what happened in this situation. Meanwhile, XM is trying to make a bit of pressure here. Good, we are punishing him in the side. This is good, good, good. That's what we want. This is what we want, fellas. Meanwhile, Mr. Blesk and Leopard. Do I have a good enough angle to punish those gentlemen here? This is the question. This is the question. Do we have a good enough angle to punish them? Meanwhile, Blesk is trying to flank us. That is okay. Doesn't really matter. He's down to fartable at this particular moment. If he is going towards us, he is dead meat. If he is not going towards us, he is dead meat. Meanwhile, we definitely have the Cow who is considering about getting a bit more involved. Leopard is sitting over there. I get it. That's okay. Doesn't really change anything. We are just enjoying ourselves. The thing is, 42 seconds left for enemies to decap the base, right? It is not pretty for the enemy team. And we are very, very well aware of enemy Leopata trying to get involved here, right? But what's from that? Good luck with that, buddy. Good luck with that. Meanwhile, we should have Cow pushing here in front. Oh no, our team is decaptured. Cow is pushing in front. Good, we found him. Excellent. Very, very good. Now what do we have? We have Art sniping from the back and XM sniping from the back. Both of the tanks are very, very, very risky play for us to eliminate. Oh, XM, how are you doing this fine day? Good. Good, he's down to fartable, and the beauty of this is that I'm reloading faster. Very, very nice. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We are gaming with this tank, fellas. I would not say that, oh no, our performance is horrible. Absolutely not. We are playing well. And I'm telling you, this tank is an average tank in the world of tanks, and maybe to the certain extent in the right matchmaking, in the right situation, you can say, really? Is it an average tank? That looks significantly better than average. You could say that as well, to be fair with you. Anyways, what do we want to do? We want to slap the living crap out of the guys making pressure like so. I want to pre-aim properly. It's not the easiest shot, but we are dead. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. I deserved what I got. I knew that there is a chance that I will get spotted here, and definitely I am spotted. That's okay. Let's hope that our team will win the battle. Fingers crossed. Let's see the score. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we made it. 0% win ratio. Hip hip hooray! 3.5 thousand damage, 200 assisting damage. Yeah, I messed it up. I messed it up. I needed to play a bit smarter over there, but I deserved what I got, so I can't complain about this. Right? All in all, 57,000 profits. It's okay. And our session, even though we haven't won anything, I would say we played well. 3.4 thousand average damage, 200 assisting damage. This is a very good session for a tank like this. Speaking about my average session, whenever I played with this tank for marks, I played basically for 2.4 thousand damage and 500 assisting damage. So definitely far away from being ideal, but hey, this session we just simply shine it, and usually there's a pattern. If you are playing with a tank, destroyer, usually you will do more damage whenever you are losing your games. This is what I noticed, and this is how I feel like tank destroyers works nowadays. Anyways, love you all. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you, and I hope I taught you how do I play with this tank, and is it worth it or it's not worth it, and it's just not the best tank in the world of tanks. I would not spend my money on it. But if you have it, maybe it's not that bad to deduct the vehicle and to go for a couple of games to see how it feels like. Anyways, love you all. Thank you very much for watching, and I'm out for today. Peace.